So the application form which we are building in the screen flow, ultimately we would like to save that information in our Salesforce database. So whatever is the input from the user, we would like to save it in our database. And to make it done, we are introducing two objects. Number one, which is the primary object here, is the application form. In this application form object, we will introduce some fields which will hold the information of the applicant. So in this application form, we have added a field called type. Now it is a pick list field and it can hold either one of the two values, teacher or student. So this application form is for both teachers as well as applicant. Upcoming lectures, we will see that we will set this field value type either as a teacher or as a student based on who is filling up the form. Okay. So this is one of the field, and then some common fields like the name of the applicant, applicant's age, then address details like city, country, date of birth. Okay, and then we have this checkbox in the end of the form. We will confirm with the applicant that all the details which are provided by that applicant are correct. Okay, so this flag also we are setting up, and this is required in our object manager. Then the email of the applicant, the family income, first name, gender, again it is a pick list field, then CGPA, then information regarding medical condition. This is a long text area field. So if you look at it, we are trying to cover most of the data types like text, number, date, checkbox, email, currency, pick lists, a long text area, URL. Okay, so we are trying to cover as many data types possible. Then we are keeping high school CGPA, intermediate CGPA, last name of the applicant, the URL format, LinkedIn URL, and all these fields will get the data from the screen flow. So it would be a good learning. And then we have fields like military status check, education loan check, phone, province, state, registration date and time, salutation. Okay, then see, we have introduced a field for date, time as well. Okay, and then medical conditions, then again address information, the type field which we just discussed, and then the postal code and the selected courses. Now this selected courses, for now this is a text field. So these are the fields which we are setting up under application form, and with the help of screen flows, we will get the application form records created. Now whoever is filling up the application form, whether a student or teacher, they have to apply for a course. Either they will learn that course or they will teach that course based on the type of the applicant. So we have introduced one course object, and it holds only three fields: the name of the course, the duration of the course, okay, and the fees, course fees. So these three attributes are available under the course object. And here you can see course duration is a pick list field, and also course fees is also a pick list field. Now this information will already be available in the Salesforce database, and we will fetch this information in the screen flow. In the upcoming lectures, we will see that we will fetch the course information in the screen flow, and user would be able to select which course they want to apply for, and that would be reflected in their application form course field, selected course field. Okay, now I have provided one resource which is attached to this current lecture. Now once you download that zip file, what you need to do is open the workbench. So use this workbench.developerforce.com and log into your environment. So if you are in the if you are using the developer edition, then it is the production environment. If you are in sandbox, then choose sandbox. So I will go with the production environment and agree to the terms of service. Keep the version 1 lower to the version available by default. Then log in with Salesforce. It might ask you for the credentials if you are not already logged in. So just give your credentials and it will take you to the workbench page. Under migration, click on deploy, because this is the time when you will deploy the package. Now let us take a look what does the package contain. So once you have this zip file downloaded, if I extract this file, here is the extracted version. So it contains basically one package.xml and two objects, application form and course, which we just discussed. Okay, so let us consume this zip file in our workbench. So here I have added this file, and then click on the single package, roll back on errors, and then click on next, and then click on the deploy button. So once you click on the deploy button, all that metadata will be get deployed into your org. Once you get the deployment successful message over here in the workbench, you can close this tab and go back to your object manager and look for application form. This custom object should be available, and also look for course. So these two custom objects should be available then post the deployment. Now the installation of package.xml has been completed, and in the upcoming lecture we will work on the field level security, and we will also create one Salesforce application which will hold these two objects, and the application name would be Institute Management. So let's see that in the next lecture.